segments. We can go for 5, 6, 7 minutes. We can go 8, 9 minutes, or we can go 13
Whatever you're
minutes.
feeling and you're getting value out of. I'm excited to be here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just treating it like improv.
Perfect. All right, the mics are going to go hot before the segment starts,
Okay.
so that I can do the control board. And you'll hear the cut in the room, but that doesn't mean there's no sound. All right, everybody. We are breaking in over the top of our regularly scheduled programming because I've got a special guest here in the studio right now. We've got Joshua the ventriloquist.
Yeah, Jimmy, thank you so much for having me here. I absolutely love NPR. I've been a huge fan since I was, a little kid, and the fact that it's brought to us by like local communities and it serves local communities is an amazing thing.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have all types of people come in. You guys can't really tell over the radio. Joshua ventriloquist said all of that without moving his lips one bit.
Not even a little. It was absolutely amazing, just like Edgar Bergen of old.
Exactly like. So he's here in town just for a few days. We're going to be straight up. I cannot advertise his shows or events, but the reason he's here is for the End of the Road Ren Fair that's happening this weekend. He travels all over the country, all over the world.
All over the country. Not a lot of international, a lot of national. This year we're going all the way up here to Valdez, Alaska, which is absolutely beautiful. I love the people here. And then we're going all the way down to Spartanburg, South Carolina. So just as vast as we can get.
Wow. So how long have you been doing ventriloquism?
I got into the allied arts, which is kind of everything, when I was 5 years old. We went to an amusement park to ride a roller coaster. And there was a gentleman in line who claimed to be a professional roller coaster rider. I don't know what that meant. I was 5 years old, and I found out it was a career option, and I just thought he was the coolest guy on the face of the earth.
I already think that.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he juggled koosh balls while we waited in line for the 3 hours to ride the roller coaster, entertained the whole crowd, made it go by in minutes. So I had learned to juggle, and then there was going to be a juggler on TV, so I snuck out of bed to go watch this juggler. And he opened for a ventriloquist, and I saw him, and I was like, I want to spend the rest of my life talking to dolls.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, that is as valid a pursuit as any.
Yeah. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, everything's absurd if you really break it down, right?
And so you do all types of audiences, right? You do everything from little kids to adult audiences and...
Yeah, absolutely. Everything from like a rated G show that you'd be happy to bring your grandchildren, your children to, all the way to a show that's going to make you blush that you don't want to repeat the jokes. So I mean, just rated G to rated R.
Okay. And what are the primary events that you would do these programs at?
I perform at a lot of libraries. Actually, right before we came here, we literally just wrapped a show at the Valdez Library, which was absolutely wonderful for the summer reading program and the Color Our World. And great. I love libraries. We do a lot of libraries, and then we do some fairs and festivals and some historical reenactments. I don't want to plug any events because it's public radio, but we do some historical reenactments, and those are a lot of fun. And then comedy clubs, anywhere they'll have us, really. Anywhere that will let us in, who makes the mistake of saying, come on in, like a radio station, unsuspecting, who's like, let's bring you in.
Wow. Well, I mean, that sounds like quite the spectrum. And you perform not just by yourself, but with other people as well?
So I have a solo show that I'm doing here. I mean, I have my little people are with me. Like, my little people are in all of my shows. The little guys are kind of the stars of the show. But I love to work with other performers any chance I can. My daughter, she travels with me a whole lot, and she is a Red Riding Hood reenactor, does sideshow stuff, and absolutely great.
Yeah, I just saw you perform with Jacques the Whipper.
That was very surreal for me that Jacques the Whipper opened the show that I was closing. That was a very surreal moment for me.
For anyone unfamiliar, Jacques the Whipper has, I don't know, like 12 million followers on social media or something like that. So
I think that's a low estimate.
So that's like having your band be opened by Aerosmith or something.
That's a bit what it felt like. That is a bit what it felt like. And he's French too, so he brings so much class to everything. Whereas I'm clearly not. I'm basically dressed like a hobbit who just climbed out of Mordor.
Yeah, well, I will say at the show that I watched, you were definitely the star.
I'm blushing. My heart is a Twitter from that.
People definitely enjoyed and appreciated Jock's performance. He did a great job as well. But it was primarily a focus, like you said, the G-rated focus toward the youth. And I don't know if you guys at home are familiar, but kids love puppets.
Absolutely, puppets and juggling and magic, which I do all of them. It's kind of the allied arts, you know.
Yeah.
You start with one, and then it's like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together.
You know, something actually, I've only really ever done an interview with one other ventriloquist, and something that he said to me is ventriloquism is a type of magic. It's a magic performance.
It absolutely is. So George Schneider, I think was his name. He wrote a book called Magic with Your Voice, and it talked all about how the ventriloquism is to the ear what magic is to the eye. It's about misdirection, and it's about creating mystery and spectacle and allowing the brain to fill it in.
Yeah, I mean, you did a really great job in the show that I watched. You made the characters feel I don't know, like independent from your own body.
Well, it's easy because they're real, and I just bring them out, so I don't really have to do anything other than pay them, and thankfully they all work for scale.
Well, that's I mean, what more could you ask for as a performer than a cooperative cast?
Yeah, a cooperative cast and a receptive audience, that's it. It doesn't get any better. It just, when you're bringing joy to people and they're watching, and then your partners are working and doing what they're supposed to, you can't beat it.
So as I said at the beginning of the interview, you guys obviously can't see Joshua at home or in your car, wherever you may be listening. So you can't tell that he is truly bringing a character to life. But are there any characters you'd like to introduce to the radio audience?
Oh, it'll take me a minute to bring them out. Do we got a break coming up so I can unpack them, or?
Well, do you just have anyone with you right now?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me get them on out of here. Captain Daly. Arg, what? Come on over here. I don't want to. No, come over. We're doing a radio spot. Arg, ahoy, mateys. How's everyone doing today? How's this fangled microphone work? You just talk into it, and it goes out, and everybody can hear you. Well, everyone can hear me anyway, because I'm the captain. Yes, you're the captain. You have any questions for Captain Daly?
Captain Daly, do you enjoy these performances?
Well, you know, the best part of these performances is sailing to them. That's really what I like. I like traveling around and meeting the new folks.
And do you sail your own ship?
Yes, I do. I make others do it, but, you know, I'm in charge.
All right. And so when you guys hoist the mainsail, how do you guys coordinate travel to make sure that you arrive at the destination at the same time as Josh's airplane?
Well, you know, the funny story there is we don't.
You just show up when you show up, you walk in the door, and you hope that it's time for the show.
Well, it turns out this time I got left behind in Denver, and I showed up last minute, so I just got here.
Well, it's really nice to meet you, Captain.
Why don't you tell them, everybody, Captain, tell them where you work on the ship there. I work everywhere on the ship. That's right. You work down in the galley? I cook in the galley. And you hoist the mainsails? Aye. And you swab the poop deck? That's disgusting. This is radio. Keep it clean. Sorry, buddy.
That's great. Well, if you guys would be interested in seeing Josh perform in real life, you can do that here in Valdez at the End of the Road Ren Fair. We can't do too much of a plug because this is public radio and we do not advertise. But we do want you guys to participate in events all around your community, especially ones that are run by nonprofits. And this Renaissance Fair is exactly that.
It is. It's nonprofit. And, you know, the thing about the Renaissance Fairs in general is they were originally started as a history lesson in Irwindale, California. It was a way for a teacher to bring the Renaissance to life for her students.
That's beautiful. Well, thanks so much, Josh, and the captain, and everyone who tuned in. This has been just a special short-time interview, and if you want to catch him, make sure to go to the Renaissance Fair this weekend. We're going to join your regularly scheduled programming. We appreciate you coming in so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
I didn't count it exactly right. I was off by about 5 seconds.
I wanted to